Hey guys, welcome back. First of all, happy Teachers' Day. It's such a noble profession, right? Being a teacher. So, the moment we think about teachers, we immediately go back to our school days, isn't it? I mean, for me personally, when I think about teachers, I remember my history teacher very well. And I'll tell you a reason also. Uh, when I was in school, I never used to like chemistry. Okay, I used to really have a great disliking for this subject, and I never understood chemistry also. But interestingly, history, we used to have one interesting teacher who used to actually teach history like a story. I mean, if she has to take a lesson on, say, Maharana Pratap, she would not even touch the textbook, but she will just tell us a story which is like a movie, and you could literally visualize the entire life of Maharana Pratap in front of your eyes, and that made a lot of difference, and that sort of ignited that interest inside me about history, and I would just wait to go back home and read that lesson and study more about him. Until date, I think I remember her so distinctly, and I have so much interest on reading about our history, our heroes, our freedom fighters, and so many other things. So a teacher can make so much difference in your life. I mean, from a subject which you history is always termed as boring, right? So a boring subject can be made interesting by just that person who has passion for teaching history. Now, coming back to the topic called passion. So today I'm going to talk to you about hobby and passion. Yes, these two are very different things, but most of the time being confused as the same, right? So whenever I meet someone, or during my coaching sessions or counseling sessions, I ask them this question, that what is your passion? So when I ask them this question, they tell me their hobbies. Like, my hobby is cooking, or my hobby is reading books, or my passion is about dogs, my passion is about listening to music, so on and so forth. But the challenge is that most of us do not understand the difference between hobby and passion for us. Now, I just thought I'll do this video to explain more about this. So hobby is something that we do when we have free time. Okay, for example, we come back from work, or over a weekends we have some extra couple of hours and we want to do something which makes us feel relaxed, which makes us feel comfortable, or which just takes us away to a different world altogether, is hobby, right? So maybe it is your cooking, maybe it is your, some people are having hobby to clean the house, some people have hobby in sort of gardening, or some people have hobby doing yoga or gym or whatsoever. So when you, in your free time, you do it, you ensure that whenever you have free time, you do something like this, and you feel relaxed after doing that hobby, which is a very great thing. But passion is something, is different from hobby, because passion makes you uncomfortable. Passion is something which pushes you out of the bed at 5 o'clock, even without that alarm, to go and pursue a passion. For example, some people have passion for their health or running, and these are people who run for marathons. They're passionate for running. They sleep only for 4 hours, 5 hours, wake up in the morning at 4 o'clock and go back and they run, right? Passion for yoga, or passion for reading books, or passion for writing, or passion for doing painting. I mean, you will see they ensure they make time for following their passion, come what may. Even if they're working in a job which takes 12 hours of their time, they still come back home, they will definitely spend at least a couple of hours in pursuing their passion. That is the difference. The passion is something which will push you, it will make you uncomfortable, it, you cannot stop yourself by pursuing your passion. That is passion. So now the question comes is, does everybody know their passion? Actually, no, most of us do not have done that much of self discovery to sort of understand what our passion, where our passion lies, and what is our passion, what are we passionate about. Yes, we are aware that this is our hobby. Yes, we are aware we like this. Yes, we are aware that we feel very happy when we are doing a painting, or we are very happy when we're connecting with people, or we are very happy when we're watching movies. But can we sacrifice a lot of things to just pursue that as a passion? Maybe no. So the challenge is that, have we done that much of self discovery to find out what our passion is a big question to ask. Another thing is, when we talk about passion, a lot of people do come and tell me that it's not always easy to follow your passion, because my passion is to probably have my own restaurant, but that's not going to pay me. I mean, I have EMIs to pay, and setting up a restaurant, running my restaurant will take maybe 3-4 years, and who's going to pay my bills for these 4 years? But the answer is that, yes, I agree, for most of us to follow our passion, might not be possible because we are in jobs, you have commitments, we have loans, EMIs, and so many things, a lifestyle to manage, so on and so forth. But we can definitely find a balance, isn't it? We have to work through to find that balance. First is the self discovery, and once you discover what your passion is, you have to work through to find that uh, balance between your work and your passion. Now, sometimes people are in job which you do not like at all, and the entire 100% of your job you do not like, and you're sort of going through that burnout because you're not interested in your current job or career. But this job is also paying you so much, which is allowing you to sort of have the kind of lifestyle which you've been having, right? Now, to that person, if I tell them that you have to follow your passion, might be difficult because they're already used to this kind of lifestyle, isn't it? But however, if you do this process of self discovery, self awareness, and understand where your passion is, you will be able to find few things in your current job itself which you can develop as a passion, you can develop as a habit, develop a liking for it. Similarly, work on something which is outside your job and probably someday convert that to your passion. We were talking about this restaurant example, right? So yes, you cannot do that, but you can also look at being a consultant for somebody who's already having a restaurant, so you can keep your passion alive. What is important is you understand your passion, and when you understand your passion, you will definitely find a way to pursue it in some way or the other from your current job, and probably in 3 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, or even after 10 years, because it's never late to sort of pursue your passion, right? There are people who start even at 65 to pursue their passion, so it's absolutely fine if you're starting late. Important thing is you identify the difference between your hobby and passion, and know what is your passion, know what is your calling, and go ahead and do something. There are people who are passionate about, say, stray dogs. I mean, I read in news a lot of people who are actually interested in feeding them. Maybe that's their calling, maybe they're interested in stray dogs. They build a shelter for them, they take them, they call vets to their place, they take care of them, and that's their calling. So along with their job, they also do this. Every time, passion cannot be just something which will also give you money, right? Passion can also be something which gives you satisfaction and peace. So the moment you pursue your passion, the moment you sort of start working on your passion, it will give you that sense of wholeness and completeness, right? Now, finally, the last point what I want to tell you is, if you think about this year 2020, it's been a year with so much of difficult situations, isn't it? But however, being a happiness and a positive psychology coach, I would want to look at it in a very positive way, and I probably would want you to also think from this perspective that this is also a year where we have spent so much time with our families. This is also a year we have actually identified a lot of hobbies. This is also a year where a lot of people have identified what is their calling, right? There are a lot of people who have come out on the streets and helped so many people. There are people who are just cooking food in their houses and distributing out on the streets, and so many examples we read in newspaper daily. But isn't it like, even in this current tough situation, there is a positive outlook? That is what is important. That is where your hobby and passion lies. So I want to end this video with this, telling you that think through what is your hobby, what is your passion, what is your calling. Do that self discovery, and that's where a teacher, a guru, a mentor, a coach comes in. That's where somebody sort of helps you out to do that self discovery. Sometimes people are able to do it themselves, sometimes people are dependent on some external stimuli to help them to do that self discovery. Like I was telling you about my history teacher, so sometimes an external stimuli helps you, some inspiration, some thought, some way of thinking. So do that thought process, that who can give you that inspiration, from where can you find that inspiration, what is this whole passion thing. Do you have a passion, or you're comfortable with what you're doing currently, you're comfortable with whatever job you have? Think about it. Okay, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye bye.